Probably all three phases, probably the most complete game that we've played. Started a little slow. We had a few wrinkles offensively, and they had 105 yards the first quarter, and didn't have a 69 the rest of the game. So I'll take my hat off them. They had a good plan. We had to knock a little rust off, I think, being coming off the open week. Especially offensively, didn't play great the first quarter. Didn't play bad. Moved the football, just didn't convert some on third down after we got the ball past midfield and right before you get the red zone, and just had to punt a couple times. And then second quarter kind of got rolling. I think we scored school record 35 points in the second quarter. So, overall, very pleased. Just got to continue building depth, and we're doing a good job. Next guy up, stepping in and playing. Max Shortell is out today, so, Christian LeMay comes in, and, when Eli gets hurt, and he plays really well. So both of those guys really did a good job, and Christian's continuing to play good. Devontae Sigler was out, and we had guys step up. Greg Clark played more snaps than he's played all year, and he's continued to play well. And, Terrence Pendleton, playing a little bit both ways. We've had some injuries up front offensive line-wise, and, two of those at the guard position. So he's come back over and played offense. So he gave us a lot of snaps, today, some defensively, some offensively. So he's doing a good job. But, as a whole, pretty pleased with the output. Turned the ball over a couple times offensively. One of those execution problem. But other one was laid on the ground. And Kyron Samuels picks the ball up and runs with it, almost gets hurt doing it. It said we don't want him run the ball anymore. He's leading the league in average per carry, but got to keep the ball out of his hand. It was almost a bad one there. But, good home win, good crowd. Just looking forward to next week and homecoming in Austin Peay, and just taking 1 week at a time.
What was wrong with Max?
Max got hurt on Tuesday. He got hit. D lineman tipped the ball, and they hit hands, and it kind of subluxed, his thumb, and he's on his throwing hands. He couldn't even grip a ball. So there was just no sense in him even trying to play. We tried to leave him hand it off a few times yesterday, but as of today when we did walkthroughs, he still couldn't even grip the ball, so he couldn't throw it or anything. So, but we're very comfortable with Christian. He stepped in and did a good job. So it's a luxury of having three guys really that can play.
I know obviously nobody wants to be a guy who doesn't get to play much, and I know you as a coach probably want to see guys get to play and be successful. What does it mean for you to see Christian be able to get his chance, and not only get a chance, but do really, really well?
Well, you love all of them, and that's one of the hardest things because you do want them to play. And that's the reason we try to build so much depth, and we tell them when you're ready to play and you give us, snaps, we're going to get you in the game. And just going back to the Tennessee State game, I hugged him after the game and just, he didn't play to play. I said, I just appreciate your attitude. He's a high-character kid. Never complains about anything, never has question of playing time, and that's this type of character kid he is. And I appreciate his attitude, but I was so glad to get not glad that Max is hurt, but I was glad to see Christian get to play some today and get an opportunity. And I've just told him all year, just bide his time, keep getting better. I think that you'll get a chance, to show what you can do as the year goes on. And he knows too. I mean, those are smart guys. That he knows that the other two guys have been a little ahead of him, and not much ahead, but they've been ahead for sure. And he knows that. And like I said, he's getting better, and he's working at it every day. And he's probably one of the hardest working kids we got. Academically. And just at the game watching film and things like that, even though he ain't got to play as much, he stays into it and he knows what to do. And I think you kind of see that today of how he responded. But I'll see him coming out of our academic learning center. He'll be 10:30 at night on a Monday night going home, and he'll be walking out of there at 10:30, 11 o'clock. He works hard classroom-wise too. So, we're very proud of him along with some other ones.
Coach, seems like a broken record now. Another OBC game, another almost 600-yard performance, 335 yards rushing. You guys stop.
I don't know. I like that record. Just keep playing it is what I say. But I think that the season's a progression. I still don't think this team is peaked. I think we can play better than what we played today. I don't think our guys are satisfied. You look at them in the locker room; they're excited. They're going to enjoy this, but they're ready to get back to work because they know we didn't play as well as we can play. So I don't think they've got that not satisfied mentality. So I trust that, and I know we'll go to work on Monday, and we just try to take it one day at a time and 1 week at a time. And Austin Peay's one that you can't overlook. They're just go ask Murray State. You overlook them and they'll bite you. I think this conference is as competitive as it's ever been. I really do, and I think football has just gotten so much better. Probably in the last 5 years in this conference. And I think you ask coaches around the league, and they'll tell you that. Everybody's well coached. You ain't gonna just roll out there and out coach somebody. Everybody's got good players, so it's all about how you play, and you got to be prepared for that. And hopefully our guys will continue, playing well. And I tell our guys all the time, you can play well and get beat in this league. And a good example of that, Coach Brown said that to me before the game. He said he made a comment to somebody this week that they won the conference 3 years ago. That he feels like that team is as good as OVC is right now. That team right now will probably be a middle of the pack team. That's how much better the conference has gotten. And we kind of all knew that, I think, in all season. And like I said, it's a lot of fun to watch. It's a lot of fun to play on Saturdays because it's going to be a great ball game. And like I said, we just hope we keep progressing as a team and you stay healthy and all those things.
Numbers-wise, two things: penalties, only 2, and red zone scores 5 out of 6. If you looked at numbers going in, those are a couple of things that are important. Let's talk about how.
Well, anytime we got a problem, we'll get you to call me because we'll get it fixed. No, penalties just like I talked about after that. We talked about it. Penalties are penalties. You just can't have stupid penalties. And we hadn't had many of those this year. Those are the things you got to clean up and you got to coach your football team on. I say this, we win a game, I think, didn't have a holding call, which was huge. But we held. I guarantee you go back to Washington State, we held. We better be holding because I tell them sometimes if you ain't holding, you ain't trying. And officials, they ain't going to call it every snap, and everybody does it. So it's kind of one of them things where if it gets called, it don't get called. Sometimes officials call a lot of them in a game. Sometimes they don't and things like that. But it was good to just have 2 penalties a day. That's where we want to be. And, we just don't want to have stupid penalties, And like I said, I don't think that it affects winning and losing when you look at the percentage of it, unless it's at the end of the ball game and it's a crucial call and things like that. Our guys try to play pretty clean most of the time and try to keep the penalties down. But I think it's a point of emphasis we want to get better at and stay at 2. It'd be good. If it goes back up and getting you call me again.
I'll talk to him individually.
There you go. That's right. Bring in consult. There you go.
I talked to Dawson this week, and he made every tackle. Every time y'all kicked off about 15 times, and he made every.
He did an outstanding job. He really did. And he did a great job in practice this week. And we challenged him. We showed him the tape on Monday. To me, we played the best returner in the country. He is really good. And they do a good job with that unit. And I think if you look at what we did defensively, after the first quarter and what we did offensively, I still say special teams played better than anybody today. You look at how our kickoff coverage, as good as what they were averaging, and how many times we kept them inside the 20 on our kickoff, as many times as we kicked it, they did an outstanding job on coverage. We didn't have to punt much, which was good, but the 2 we did punt, we did a good job with that. And our kickoff return was better than their return, which was huge, So those guys did a nice job too. And I thought our punt return bars did a great job of fielding the ball. They got a good punter, just like we do. He did an outstanding job of catching the football because, when you catch a punt, I don't care if you run a step and pick a yard up, you just saved the first down right there. And so a lot of people don't realize how big this fielding a punt is. And Josh is doing a good job of fielding them for us right now.
Anything else?
Coaching, 596 total yards. Are you going to talk to the scorekeeper about not finding you 4 extra yards?
I mean, Kyle West, Kyle, we had it. I'm putting on Kyle West. I'm giving him a hard time about the dressing room. He told us. So Kyle West, that third down we had right there, the next to the last time we had it, and we run the naked and had a guy open and he missed him. But if he picks that up, we're over 300. So we'll have to give him. We're over 600. We'll have to give him a hard time about that next week.
A little bit about the offensive line today. It was pretty strong.
Yes, we played very well up front. Our goal each week is to run the ball for 300 yards, and we reached that goal this week. We throughout practice, we pride ourselves on being the hardest working offensive line in the country, and the results show on the field. As you can see, we scored 49 points, put up almost 600 yards of offense. But we're a really close group. We kid around. We're like a bunch of brothers. That's what it is. We're really close. We get along great. It shows how well our chemistry is on and off the field, and I think we played very well as a unit, and we were able to move them off the ball today pretty much at will, and it escalated from the beginning of the game, and as the scoreboard shows, it was just a great game for us up front.
Talk a little bit about just their defense.
Their defense, they were very good. They were quick. But we were able to establish what we wanted to do. We established the line of scrimmage. Our game plan is to win the line of scrimmage each week and knock them back, get them going backwards vertical, so it messes up all their linebacker reads and everything. And I think we were able to do that very consistently this week. And their defense. We played very well, and we were able to kind of nullify anything they tried to do defensively.
You had a great day today. Found yourself in the backfield a lot today. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, I'm more mad about the plays I missed in the backfield. I know I missed 3 or 4 tackles, but it was a great day. D-line did an outstanding job again. The corners and the safeties stayed on their man. I mean, it was just probably one of the best days our defense has had all year.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about that. You mentioned the best game you probably had, and you only let up 3 points. Talk a little bit about that.
After that first drive, they kind of had something on us. They were moving the ball on us pretty good, and we adjusted during one of those timeouts and got our play calls in quicker, and after that it was pretty much shut them down the whole game.
Hey, Terrence, just kind of talk about you. I mean, you've said if they want you to kick, whatever they want you to do, you'll do it. Well, pretty much tonight you had to do everything. Just kind of talk about that.
I mean, early in the game, Kyron Samuels, he picked up a fumble, and he ran with it, and I think he got cut, ended up hitting his head on the ground real hard. And as soon as he hit and he stayed down, Coach Clark threw me in the game. I had been practicing O-line all week, flip-flopping sides in practice. I mean, it's kind of rough, but in the end it all worked out because, I mean, I had the defense down pat, what they were doing, so they helped me a lot.
Well, an impressive offensive and defensive performance tonight. You were on both sides of that. Just kind of talk about how unique that is.
I mean, it's more fun than anything. I had a couple real good blocks on offense. I know I had an assist on the TFL tonight. Just being a part of a dominant performance like that, I mean, it means so much to me, especially that I'm the one that can help both sides of the ball wherever I'm needed. So that really means a lot to me.
And you practice on both sides a little bit. Once you got out there on that offensive line, was just old hat too.
Yeah, it's like it's like riding a bike. Once you do it, you never forget. Like I said, I actually started back playing offense last Thursday in practice, and I almost got thrown in at Tennessee State. But this week they made sure to give me reps, as many reps as possible, just in case anything happened to Kyron or Adam or anything that would shake up the offensive line. So they put me in. They had the faith in me that I could go out there and get it done. So I give all that to my coaches.
Anthony Johnson, all right, Ant, got an end zone twice tonight. Just kind of talk about both of those touchdown catches.
Just being on the field, having fun, and then I see the play calls, and all I can think in my head is run a great route, go up and get the ball, and hopefully that the quarterback passes my way. So I ran 2 good routes, and Christian Gomez threw the ball right to me and got it where it needed to be. And thanks to God, I was in the end zone for a touchdown, 2 of them.
Now, Christian got in the game, a little earlier than probably planned. We knew we'd see him tonight, but I mean, you had to be pleased with the results. Just talk about him and how he just stepped in and performed.
Oh, he stepped up. I mean, we have faith in all of our quarterbacks. You know, hoping that when they get in the game, it's going to be just like the starters in the game. You know, no setbacks, none of that. And you know, I mean, we had some shaky points here and there, but I mean, once he got going, it felt just like starter was in the game. And once he got throwing and got comfortable, we knew like then that, hey, let's pick it up, let's get Christian going, and let's get it started. And just him coming and performing the way he did, he done an outstanding job. And you know, he did it like it was no pressure on him at all. So I'm proud of Christian. He done a good job.
In the end zone to me, but you know.
I was thinking of the one to Anthony.
Which one?
Thinking of the one right in the back corner, the right corner.
We talking to the right side or left side?
Right side.
Okay, the right side. Basically just saw Anthony. You know, Anthony's what, 6'3", 6'4"? What you Ant?
6'4".
Okay, I'll give him 6'4.5" to make him taller. All right, so just saw him man-to-man coverage. You know, all week. You know, and makes plays, so just wanted to give him a chance, and you know, saw it. He beat the guy off the line, gave the ball to him in a position where he can make a play, and he made it.
Was he the primary guy?
They're all primary, so you know, I don't have a problem throwing any of these guys. They're all gonna go up and make plays, and they're gonna do the best for Jacksonville State to help us win.